Yes, guys. Thanks for joining me on my first live stream podcast. I'm testing this out, so hopefully we might get to know each other a little bit better over the next 20 minutes, half an hour or so. So, first things first, I just want to make sure everything is working properly. So, just let me know if we got sound and everything like that, and all the levels are okay. But I hope you've been having a fantastic week. Um, I'm currently away from home, so I'm in Brisbane. I'm in another city on work. Who we got here at the moment? Bella Luna, bom dia. How are you? Carl X Burn from Ireland. What's up, brother? Thanks for joining us as well. DJ JB, welcome, brother. How's your day been? How's the week been? Retire and go. What's going on, bro? Yeah, look, thanks for letting me know. Like, it's the first time I'm trying something like this, so a bit of an open format Q&A. I did a live stream a couple of weeks ago, and one of the questions was, would you like to do a question and answer session? And the vote was yes, so I thought this is a good opportunity because I'm not at home at the moment. I don't have my equipment to do a live stream mix for you today, so I thought, what a better opportunity to try this and see how it goes. Yeah, so Grit C, what's going on, bro? Javier Abril Milan, hola, buenos dias. What's going on, brother? So again, the really cool thing about this particular platform for me and the audience is that we've got such a large community from all over the world. So I thought this would be a good opportunity for us for you guys to ask me any questions that you might have as well. So we'll just see how it turns out. So Bella, how's your day? Retire and go. Where are you at, bro? Where are you at? Well, what part of the world are you in at the moment? Let us know. You can ask me anything. Ask me about music. Ask me about DJ life. Ask me about my gear. You can ask me to tell you some funny stories. Javier. Hola, mi amigo. Hola, what's happening? So it's just going to be super chill and interactive, obviously. ZBS, abim nasılsın? Ne var ne yok? We've got ZBS in the house as well. Q&A, yeah. So happy for you guys to ask me any questions, mate. And we'll just take it from there. Tell me where you're tuning in from. I'll give you a shout out. If you want any shout outs, I'm happy to do that as well. Retire and go. You're in Kuala Lumpur. You're still in KL. You're in KL on the week. Was it the weekend as well? Kuala Lumpur's quite a nice city. I've been there once. Pretty beautiful city. Carl, what are you saying, bro? The channel started in 2008, but it was only 4 years ago. You started with the DJ sets, yeah. Starting with Turkish rap, but slowly moved to house and funk. What was it that made that successful adjustment? Well, look, Carl, as you know, I've been mixing for a long time, and I've always loved my dance music. So I used to be into the heavier stuff, more like, trance and psychedelic trance and techno, but always loved dance music. So I mixed that for many years, but then I just went through a phase in my life where I thought I'll try something a little bit different, and I started because I do have Turkish heritage, even though I'm born and raised in Australia. I thought I'll try something a little bit different, and made a couple of house sets with some Turkish music as well. But the funky stuff has always been there, and then sort of during lockdown, when we had all that time to do things, I sort of got back into the funky stuff, the funky house stuff, and just kept pumping out some videos on YouTube. My YouTube channel was initially dedicated to my children, and then I ended up converting that into just me doing my mixes after a bit of a long story there. But a couple of the funky house mixes just went viral, and the algorithm picked it up and just launched it. So ever since then, I've been obviously pumping out a lot of funky house stuff, but I do have quite a large range of different types of music that I do love. So that's the sort of way the channel sort of started growing from there. So hopefully that answers your question, Carl. Who we got here? What's the question here? Tell how well did you think the channel would do? Well, look, the plan was to hopefully get a bit of an audience with the channel. So I'm quite happy with where it's going and the community that we're building as well. Grit C, what are you saying, bro? How old was you when you started on the decks, and what equipment did you start with? Funnily enough, Grit C, I was back in 1999. I think I was 21, around 21. I'd been clubbing and going out a lot for a few years before that, but was definitely keen on learning how to do it. My first equipment was Denon gear, believe it or not. It was Denon gear. It was CDs, actually. My first gear was Denon CDs because I had thousands of CDs, so it was just easier just to go for CDs, and then after that I sort of mucked around a little bit with vinyl, and then now it's digital. So we got ZBS, where do you get your tracks for your mixes? So a lot of the tracks that I get for my mixes is from a DJ pool called Beatport. So what I do with Beatport, and as you know, I try to bring the latest and what I think is the best tracks of that week. So it takes me a few hours to go through all the new releases in different genres. As you know, I start off with funky house, but then I'll build it up to house and jacking house and bass house and tech house, and I could even go techno and mainstream. So, but most of those tracks come off Beatport because they're charts, and I go off what's charting, and then I minimize the list and I make the playlist from Beatport. Dark Julio, what's going on, brother? We got Dark Julio in the house as well, joining us from France. So yeah, I was about 21 years old, mate, when I started mucking around with mixing. So I'm 47 now, so it's been a little while. Carl, what are you asking? You have grown a great community. It's great to say hi to all the gang during the set. Yeah, look, that's probably one of the most fun parts of doing the live streams. Not just sharing the music with you, but the fact that all of you just start chatting away, and you're making friends from all over the world as well. So that's actually gives me a lot of pleasure in being able to assist in doing those live streams to allow you guys to come together. And I feel like if I don't do a live stream, I feel like you guys are missing out on talking to each other as well. So I do enjoy it a lot, and I think I think you guys do too. Obviously, listening to music and having a chat along the way as well. Andrew, what's up? What's up, bro? How you going? Your question is, will you ever do some tracks all 90s? I do have some mixes already that I've done in the past. They're like classic trance tracks from the 90s and early 2000s. So I'll definitely look at bringing up some of those classics. I've got them all saved on hard drives. So I'll definitely look at doing a 90s one as well. No problem, mate. Like I was sort of brought up in the 90s, and so all my favorite tracks are from that sort of era, from the 90s and very, very early 2000s. So yeah, man, definitely. I've already done one or two, but I'll definitely try and get a couple more mixes done from tracks from 90s. Let me know which tracks you'd like to hear. You can send me a list of tracks your favorite tracks, and I'll see if it works with me as well. And I'm happy to play them for you, mate. No problem. ZBS, should we wait for some vinyl and analog amplified disco stuff? Should we wait for some vinyl and analog amplified disco stuff? I'm not sure. ZBS, are you saying that vinyl with analog amplified disco stuff? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, bro. Bilmiyorum lan, ne diyorsun? Andrew, no problem, bro. By the way, I'm meant to have like your chat coming up, but I'm not sure why it's not coming up. So I just want to see if I can fix that up for you guys. It's meant to be showing up, but it's not. So I'm learning to do podcasts now as well. So this is not showing up. So we'll just leave it. I can read out the questions. I can read out the comments. So that's not a problem. So yeah, like I said, guys, I'm actually in Brisbane, which is about 2,000 kilometers away from Melbourne. I'm here for work. I'm in a hotel room, and I thought because I don't have the ability to do my normal live stream on a Wednesday with the music. I thought it'd be good just to have a sit down and have a chat, have a wine like normal, and yeah, just get the questions going. Joanna, hey DJV, offline briefly. I went offline briefly, did I? Again, I'm using the internet from the hotel room, so I can't guarantee you, the best quality for the live stream. But are we back now? Dark Julio is asking, what is your favourite Turkish football club? Bro, I'm a Galatasaray supporter. I've always been Galatasaray. So yeah, in Turkey it's Galatasaray. In England it's Liverpool. So they're my two football teams. And you're Marseille, aren't you, Dark Julio? Your favourite club is Marseille, isn't it? Joanne Towler, have you been to New Zealand very often? I have not been to New Zealand, Joanne. My parents used to go to New Zealand a lot. And funnily enough, the company that I work for, the company that I'm here for work, they're based in New Zealand. So our head office is in New Zealand, but I've never actually been to New Zealand. I've heard very, very good things about it, being very visually stunning. So I definitely need to go. I'd love to go to New Zealand one day to check that out. So Dark Julio, you're a Marseille supporter. Growing up, and me, I still play football. I'm 47, but I still play competitively. So when I was in the 90s, my idol was Jean-Pierre Papin, and he played for Marseille. So as a striker, he was my idol that I used to look up to. So we definitely have that connection there with Jean-Pierre Papin coming from Marseille. Dark Julio, are you going to run for Tomorrowland again? Look, I'm not fussed, mate. I can put in another mix for Tomorrowland. At the moment, however, I am sort of trying to split my time with obviously mixes and music production. As you guys know, that I've started music production as well. I've started producing music. I've had 2 tracks signed in the last 3 weeks. So between producing and doing my mixes and working and being a husband, I've got very limited time. So I'm happy to put another mix into Tomorrowland. That'll be a dream come true to do a massive festival like that. But that's a dream. Yeah. So we can have a look at that when the time comes. Joanne Towler is asking, how are the tracks doing that you released recently? Do you have any more coming? Good question. So I've had 2 tracks signed. I got the release date for the first one today from Sensual Records in Ibiza. On the 27th of June, La Bonita will be released. So once that's released, it will obviously go on to all the DJ pools and to Spotify and wherever else that they're going to market it to. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. Definitely for La Bonita to be released 27th. And the second track was signed by B Love Records. I believe they're based in Venice, in Italy. And that track is called Dance Floor. So I'm waiting for a release date for Dance Floor. I believe they generally take between 6 weeks to 8 weeks to start releasing the track. So, super excited, Joanna. It's an awesome question. Thanks for that. But yeah, they take time. Once you sign it, it's up to them to release the track, and when they feel as though it's the right time to release the track as well. So let me ask you some questions. Well, we've got Chantel in the house. Chantel says, hi DJV, I don't have a question for you, but just wanted to say hi. Hi. I try to listen to your live streams as much as possible, but I literally live on the other side of the world in the Netherlands. Oh, we got Holland in the house. Beautiful. Look, Chantel, look, seriously appreciate that. You know, I live on the other side of the world as well, and you know, when I do my live streams for you guys, most of you are just waking up, and I'm about to go to bed. So it's a little bit hard, obviously, but you know, I really appreciate for all of you that join the live streams, and you know, and if you can't join the live stream, then you know, watching it back is just as good. So super appreciate that, Chantel. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I want to ask you, you guys, a couple of questions, if you don't mind. May as well. Is anyone here also a DJ or has DJed, or is anyone here ever produced music? That's a question. That's a question from me to you guys. So happy for you guys to answer that if any of you are. Dark Julio, what's your favorite music? What track? Mine is The Power of Love by Huey Lewis and News. There you go, Dark Julio. Awesome, man. No, I appreciate you, Julio. You always send me tracks as well. You send me nice disco tracks and house tracks that I always listen to, and I also most of the time put into live streams as well, man. So I really appreciate, you know, when you guys reach out and go, hey, listen to this one, you know, and I really like that one. I do take the time and I do actually listen to them, and I appreciate that you guys make that effort as well. So, can I ask another question then? So I do a lot of the funky house stuff, and obviously you guys like that. Is there any other genres that you'd like me to try or do a mix of? How about this music in the background? It's just non-commercial, funky vibes in the background. Hopefully YouTube, I don't get into trouble from YouTube for that type of music, but yeah, it's a little bit hard with the YouTube and the doing the mixes. Obviously, when I do the mixes on YouTube, I get copyright on the mixes, so it doesn't bother me because I actually like connecting with you guys. But yeah, not the channel, even though I've got 20,000 or 21,000 subscribers, those mixes, they don't get monetized, so ongoing it doesn't make anything. I do it for the love of mixing and connecting with you guys. So, but this music that I'm playing in the background is non-licensed, so it should be okay. Carl X Byrne from Ireland. I was a DJ for years, focusing on vintage swing, big band, jump blues. I remember you telling me that actually, and the like of for my burlesque show. Retired now. That's right. Yeah. So Carl X Byrne actually used to run his own nights and burlesque shows in Ireland. I believe it was in Ireland. And he was also a DJ as well, in swing and the blues and stuff like that. So that's awesome, man. Yeah, I wish I could say I've done events like that. That's and I've seen some of your photos as well, actually. So that's pretty cool. Carl, when did you start DJing, mate? How old were you when you started DJing? You were obviously DJing with vinyl, I'm guessing. Chantel says, Chantel from Netherlands is saying, well, I actually like a lot of genres, but I like hard techno the most. Yeah, man. Fuck yeah. No, I love techno too. Yeah, high energy, high techno, love it. Still do. That's why I get scared sometimes. I start with the slower, funky stuff, and then I build it up, and then by the end of it, I don't want to scare people away, so I have to be careful with how hard I go. But I love my hard techno, definitely. Bella Luna, Brazil, let's go. Bella Luna is asking, he's saying, I love your lives. Your songs are wonderful. I don't understand English. Hug, my friend. Hey, thank you so much, Bella Luna, and I appreciate you always being on the live streams as well. And as you know, I love my tech house, and I love my Latin tech house, especially with all the percussions and all the beats, and yeah, truly appreciate that style of music. So thank you for always being on the live streams and bringing your character and your friends along the journey as well. Joanna Towler from New Zealand. Uh, he's saying that's really exciting about 2 tracks getting signed. Thank you. I've never tried DJing. I have a copy of Ableton 11 Lite, okay, that I got for free when I purchased some mics. I mess around with it sometimes. You should mess around with it because um, those tracks that I've made, I've made using Ableton. Obviously, I've done a course for it. You can try some online tutorials, but I paid for a course, which took 2 months. And, I'm still, obviously, I don't know everything, and I don't think anyone will ever know everything forever. So I'm still learning. So it's a start. At the end of the day, it's a start. I've always wanted to learn how to produce music for a long time, and I've just kept putting it off. So you should muck around with it as well, Jonah, if you've got that passion for it. Bella Luna, obrigado, my friend. No problem. Carl X Byrne from Ireland once again. Actually, what are you saying? Actually, not vinyl. The stuff I played was far too rare and hard to find on vinyl or shellac. Started on CDs around 2007. Oh, okay. 2007, so it was more recent. Okay, I thought it was probably more like 90s or something. And did community radio show for 7 years also. That's sick, bro. Honestly. So, yeah, look, with me and DJing, it's funny because I started back in 99. I started doing my own events and parties, private parties, things like that. Done a couple of bars, done a couple of smaller clubs, and then I joined the army in 2004. I joined the military. I took my equipment away with me, but that sort of doing events and all that sort of stuff stopped. And then in 2007, I got married for the first time. And then my son was born, my first son, and when my son was born, I needed the room. So I gave all my equipment away. I gave it away to one of my cousins. I gave all my music away. That was 2006 or 7. And then I had a bit of a break from mixing till about 2011. So yeah, it's sort of been on and off. So, but the last 5 years, I've just gone back into it again. I've got the time, so it's been really good. Joanna Tyler, made a little bit of music that I use for background music, YouTube videos. Yeah, and that's it, Joanna. You know what I mean? Like once you get the hang of it and get the idea and the concept, it starts to flow a bit better. Carl, nah, man, all good, bro. Thank you. Carl Expert is saying, I had none of your mixing skill, just impeccable taste. Look, I've always been into music. Like I grew up, my father used to be in a band, and I grew up knowing how to play some instruments as well. So it's just music's been a part of my life. So I think the understanding of music comes from that. And then when I'm doing my mixes, as you guys know, I don't actually practice any of the mixes. I select all the tracks pretty much that day or the day before. I go through it, analyze it. I'll put hotspots to where I think the tracks should start from. But then when I go live, I'm actually doing it live without practice, and it just wherever I feel like it needs to happen. So and that's the part I love the most because it's risky and I don't know what it's going to sound like. So and when it comes off, it just feels good. Was Carl saying I can't tell what I was doing in the 90s without the feds banging down my door. Yep. I get that. Definitely get that. The 90s were a good time in the 90s. There was a lot of fun to be had in the 90s, that's for sure. Tips for sorry. Does anyone have any funny stories that you can share with me about one of the live streams? Something that I did maybe, or something that happened, or something that someone said that was a moment that you actually remember and had a good laugh? James, what's going on, bro? James Robbo, my mate from Melbourne. How you going? James Robbo, we got G'day DJV. I love the new console, bro. Wish the would open tunnel again and have you as the main DJ Saturday nights, laying the old school club tunes. Yeah, no, the tunnel was an awesome nightclub, man. It was, yeah, back in the day, obviously, 90s, maybe early 2000s even. But yeah, there was the thing about Melbourne. The thing about Melbourne is famous for its nightlife. It's famous for its food and wine and restaurants and all that and entertainment. So Melbourne's actually known as pretty much the entertainment capital and sporting capital of Australia. So we're quite lucky to have experienced or grew up in Melbourne. So Sydney's awesome as well. I mean, I'm actually born in Sydney, so I've got a soft spot for Sydney. But yeah, Melbourne, we've been lucky to sort of have that culture and that experience happening in Melbourne. Joanna Taylor's asking me, so how old are my kids now? So Joanna, I've got my son Emre, who was born in 2006, so he's 18 now. And I've got my daughter Alara, who was born in 2007, so she's 17 now. Yeah, so 18 and 17-year-old, boy and girl. Thanks for the question. It's a sensitive one, but we won't get into that one today. Train guy, what's up, man? What's going on, big dog? What's up, big dog? Train guy, you're from USA, aren't you? Why is your name Train Guy? Are you always on the trains or something? Like, what's the story behind that name? Yeah, I'm sorry if I keep dropping out. It's I am in a hotel in Queensland. I thought it was a good opportunity to try it out now. So if I keep dropping out, I do apologise. Carl X Burn, I ran underground clubs before the burlesque stuff and was raided by over 40 police once at 5 a.m. on a Sunday morning and got off scot-free. Fucking hell. That would have been crazy. I wonder why they raided, Carl. I wonder why 40 cops decided to raid your nightclub. But I can imagine. Train guy asking the question is, how many recordings you do a day? Maybe videos? Do you mean videos? Like, because when I do my live streams, I could then get that live stream video off YouTube and then just cut it up and make little short versions, do shorts. So it's a lot of it's like normally two-hour sessions, right? So I've got a lot of material I can work with and make little videos of. So maybe that's what you mean, Train Guy. I'm guessing that's what you mean. Like, how many videos do you do a day? I'm on the computer every day, cutting up and making little sections, but I do my live streams twice a week, and I don't really do too. I don't have time to do much more than that, to be honest with you. Train Guy, my name is Donnie. What's going on, Donnie? How are you, bro? I work in the Bay Area, train transit. Okay, so that makes sense. So Donnie, the train guy from the Bay Area. What's up, man? Thanks for joining the stream, man. I appreciate it. James Robbo, do the kids get on the decks yet? Yeah, touchy subject, bro. Touchy subject. My kids, I haven't seen my kids in 5 years after my separation and divorce with my first wife. So, but when he was little, yeah, I was teaching him. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what they're doing at the moment. Not my choice. I want to know what they're doing, but I haven't heard from them in 5 years. So yeah, touchy subject, man. But I pay my respects every time, and I love them very much. Rado, what's going on, bro? We got Rado from Germany in the house. What's happening? Rado's saying, hi, bro, what's up? Cheers. What's going on here? Rado, so what's going on here is that I'm in a hotel room 1,500 kilometers, nearly 2,000 kilometers away from Melbourne. I'm here for work. And because I'm here for work, I don't have my decks here. So I can't do a live stream and play music. So I thought I'll just sit down. We had dinner. I had a nice steak for dinner with one of my work colleagues. And I thought I'd come in and sit down with you guys and have a chat for a little while. That's what's happening, bro. What's happening with you? All good, James. All good, man. That's life, yeah. That's all good. Should we look at some? Can anyone suggest anything that we should watch on YouTube? Because I think I set this up properly. Let's have a look. Can you guys see that? So I can go in here and like go into YouTube and like just like look for stuff. If anyone suggests anything that's worthwhile, maybe something funny, I don't know. I thought I'll set it up anyway. Oz, what's going on, bro? Zakush, my mate from Melbourne, what's going on? What are you saying, Lan? Zakush, not exactly a funny moment, but I'll never forget the time I got to watch you do a live stream before we got a few drinks in and went out. Oh, that's right, yeah. You're at my place. That's right. Missed some of the good times. More to come, big bro. Yeah, I do remember that day. You were standing by the bedroom door while I was in a live stream and recording me from your phone and showing it on social media. You should have come into the shop, man. Sometimes I wonder, do people think that I'm a loner? Like I'm always just in my room by myself, dancing away. You know, like where's my friends and where's my mates? Like I've got a lot of friends. I've got a lot of mates. I play football. Like I said, I work. I've got a pretty decent job. I know a lot of people, but I haven't had I should have like invite people over and like maybe just have like a house party. But yeah, it just becomes complicated and a bit messy. Yeah, it's just easy for me on a Wednesday night after me and my wife sit down and spend some time together to come in and spend a couple of hours with you guys and have a party with you. But Oz, I do remember that, bro. What's Joanne saying? Yes, we can see it. What do we can see? Carl Exburn, I've got to check out, but thanks for the chat. It's good to see you in the wild, see you on the Airways Sunday. Hopefully I appreciate all the hard work, brother. No, Carl, thank you always, man. You've been constantly with us for the last couple of years, man, bro. I appreciate you as well. So just enjoy your day, and I'll definitely be doing a live stream on Sunday. I'm flying back home tomorrow, so yeah. Here's a good video. What do you got? What do you got, Joanna? What do you got? Let's have a look. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see what Joanna has got for us. James Robert, the new remix of Thunderstruck. It's mad as. Send it to me, man, because it's so hard to keep up with all the new music that's coming out. Send it to me, James. Let's have a look at what Joanna has sent us here. What did you send us here, Joanna? Let's have a look. 1 minute long. Okay. Cat.
They roll. Try and feed it to it. Try and hand.
Whose cat is this?
Like, put it in your hand and let it lick it up. Hello, would you like some too?
Watch your cat videos. Who is this cat? Oh, this is Joanna. This is Joanna's channel. Okay.
That's right.
Joanna and Sarah. That's Sarah Hines. Yes, I recognise you now.
It wants it in your hand. That's what we do at the cat.
That's cool. You love your cats, don't you? Joanna, you love your cats, right? There's always got cats in your photos and stuff like that you send. That's cool. Thanks for that video. Thank you. Yeah. Get the music going again. Who else we got here? We got Rado. Make sure you guys go check out Rado's channel as well if you haven't already, man. Pumps out mixes every week as well, so definitely worthwhile. Go like his channel, go subscribe, go give him support as well. He's always supporting me as well, so I super appreciate that, Rado. What's he saying? I'm fine. I'm at work now. You have to buy a small controller and mix your play. Yeah, I do have a very small Pioneer controller. I thought about it, but I'm like, I try to travel light. I don't like to do check-in baggage, so I had my laptop, I had my clothes that I had to wear. I did think about it though. I did think about it. Cat cafe in Japan, Joanna. That was a cat cafe in Japan. Cool. That's very cool. Japan. I was in Japan last year, man. Wow. Japan's definitely worth going to and spending more time in Japan. I want to go back. There was so much more I could have seen. Chris Love, what's going on, bro? What's going on? Chantel, our friend from the Netherlands. What did you send us? Hey, sis. Samia Avju. That's my sister, by the way, guys. You can say hello to my sister. What's going on, sis? We've got a video here from Chantel. I'll see if I can copy and paste that. Let's go here. Copy and paste that. Let's see what Chantel has sent us. No, didn't like that. Let's do that again. Yeah. This hotel is not great, guys, so we'll see what we can do. I was better off just hotspotting from my phone. Nah, it's not liking it. Ah! What the fuck's going on? Yeah, it looks like this internet shit itself, to be honest. I'm gonna see if I can hotspot this. See if that helps. Hotspot. Let's see if that worked. Are we back? Nah, Chantel, are we back? I think we're back. Nah, that's all good. I've just gonna do it off my phone, to be honest. So you didn't break it. Let's give it another go, Chantel. Let's see if this works. Yeah. Okay. Oof. We're going hard.